What is going on, everybody, and welcome to a brand new video on my channel. My name is Elite and I do a lot of FIFA 19 trading tips, squad building challenge guides. I do the Trading to Glory series here on YouTube and much more FIFA 19 Ultimate Team content. So if that interests you at all, make sure to drop a subscription to the channel. And also, by the end of the video, if it either helps you out or you enjoy the video, make sure to drop a like on it as well. So full disclaimer, guys, there's a lot of information that I'm going to be dropping in this video. Some of it is going to be coming from leaks out of the FIFA Ultimate Team database for FIFA 19. If you're not interested in seeing any leaks, if you just want to be surprised by everything, then this isn't the video for you. But if you want to know what to expect, if you want to know what SBCs to expect, you want to know what to buy in terms of making coins and all of that, we're going to use all of our information that we've got out of the database to our advantage, because we know that there's going to be other traders, we know there's going to be bigger content creators, we know there's going to be Twitter traders, all with this information. They're going to try to withhold it from you, saying, oh, we shouldn't leak it, but there's going to be people with this information no matter what, as long as EA keeps leaking it. So I'm using that to my advantage, and as I said, guys, I'm fully transparent on my YouTube channel. I'm not hiding anything from you guys, so I'm going to show you guys what I know and what we can do to make coins at the beginning of this game and throughout the year with these SBCs that we have found, and also with the FIFA 19 cards that we have found in the database today. So for the first thing, you guys might have noticed that this was the thumbnail. It had a list of names over on the right side along with a goal of the month, AXEL WITSEL from Borussia Dortmund. And if you guys haven't been really keeping up with the FIFA 19 news, you have no idea what this means and what to expect from it. So let's go ahead and get into the real juicy part of this video. And it's going to be the FIFA 19 official cards. All of these cards that you see on the screen here are going to be in FIFA 19. Now, obviously, EA could just have these concepts and then later decide they don't want to release a certain thing. But what we know is these cards are planned to be used by EA. So let's start on the left side. We're going to go all the way to the right side. Some of them we'll skip through a little bit quicker than others just to get through the video in a reasonable time. So we got bronze, silver, gold, rare bronze, rare silver, rare gold, team of the week, bronze, silver, and gold. Those normal. We've seen hero cards before. Team of the year, obviously going to be dropping in January if they don't change it. Record breaker cards, whenever a record's broken, those come out. Very rare cards, but very fun ones as well. St. Patrick's Day, obviously green cards for the Irish players. We've got the domestic man of the match, should say domestic man of the match with one O there, just a typo, my bad. Then we've got the Footies nominee cards, same as last year. Pro player cards aren't really going to be relevant to the casual player. Pro player cards, if you aren't familiar with them, those are only given to actual guys in the game. So if you have an Ultimate Team card, let's say you play for a professional team in the English 3rd Division, you can get that pro player card added to your team. It's basically just a juiced up card of your own. So that's not going to really relate to any of the guys watching the video, unless David Mailer, you're watching the video today. Hey, David. Let's go ahead and move on with the names. We've got team of the season. We've seen that before. Icons are back. Movember. We didn't see it in FIFA 18. They didn't do it in FIFA 18. They did it in FIFA 17, and it was a bust. It sucked. All right, Movember had so much potential, and then they did nothing with it. It was pretty boring. Movember sucked. Hopefully it'll be good this year because it's back. We've got the flashback player SBC, kind of similar to something that we've seen in the FIFA 18 and FIFA 17 with premium SBCs and stuff like that. But flashback player SBC, I'm interested to see what direction they're going to go in FIFA 19. Now we're getting into what relates to the thumbnail and what relates to our investments. Goals of the month. That is what the card is called. It's called Goals of the Month. And something you might notice is that Goals of the Month, and then you see award winner here, they're different cards. So they're going to have a slightly different design, as you guys saw on our thumbnail. I went with the award winner design because I'm not sure what this card is going to look like quite yet. But what we do know is that AXEL WITSEL scored, or AXEL WITSEL, I always get the first name mixed up. AXEL WITSEL has won the player of the or the goal of the month Bundesliga. So if they're going to start the year or start FIFA 19 with a goal of the month in the Bundesliga, AXEL WITSEL will have won it. On top of that, guys, what you guys can take a look at here. You guys see Axel Witsel wins Bundesliga Goal of the Month for August. Now, I don't know if they're going to do that because that was only over the course of, I believe, 1 or 2 games for August because Bundesliga started a little bit later than Premier League. That's how it works every single year. But then you take a look on the Premier League website. You got Seri. He won the Carling Goal of the Month for the Premier League. Now, what league is Goal of the Month actually going to be from? Well, we don't know. But what we do know is it says Goals of the Month. It doesn't say Goal of the Month. So there could be multiple leagues or multiple players every single month getting a card for Goals of the Month, which will likely be in an SBC. We don't know for sure yet, but 90% chance it's going to be in an SBC. Then on top of that, something awesome that I have actually been hoping for a while is Player of the Month Bundesliga. Now, it's going to be a little bit more specific in terms of which teams are probably going to win it in the Premier League, because it's no secret that the Premier League is a little bit more competitive than Bundesliga. Now, Bundesliga still has tons of talent in the league, but it's very top-heavy in terms of Bayern, in terms of Dortmund, and a few other, pretty good teams that can compete in Europe, like Mönchengladbach, Schalke, Bayer Leverkusen, Wolfsburg every now and then. And then, obviously other teams have good years as well. So there's going to be a lot of Bayern players. Let's be real. There's going to be a lot of Bayern players in the Player of the Month Bundesliga. There's going to be a lot of Dortmund players and a few players from those other teams I mentioned. Very rarely we're going to see some from the lower teams, but that's kind of similar to what we see in Premier League. A lot of the times it's really just in the top 6 teams. So that's probably what we're going to expect for Player of the Month Bundesliga. I don't expect there to be a Player of the Month August for Bundesliga, simply because that month was far too short. There was only 1 or 2 games, I believe, that were even in that month for Bundesliga. There will be a September Player of the Month Bundesliga, and given the fact that those cards are in the database, we're expecting not only a Player of the Month Premier League, but a Player of the Month Bundesliga SBC this year as well. Footmiss is going to come back this year. I love Footmiss. It's always fun, but what they need to do is just prevent the leaks. FIFA 17's Footmiss was awesome. It was one of the best promotions EA has ever done. But in FIFA 18, it sucked because everybody knew what cards were going to come out beforehand. And even when they did drop, nobody wanted to do them. So it was completely dead in FIFA 18. But hopefully they can bring it back and make it similar to what they did in FIFA 17. Foot Birthday is going to be back. That's in April-ish. Foot swap deals. So we saw that a little bit in, I believe it was something like May or June this year, where you could do these SBCs that came out every day, and then you would, take those SBCs and you'd throw those SBC cards back into the foot swap deals and get a better card in return. So it looks like they're going to do that again this year, but they're going to take it to the next level. Obviously, that was another promotion of FIFA 18. It seemed to have been a, repeating kind of theme where it was a very good idea for promotions, and then EA just never capitalized on them, and they just kind of ruined them based off of their lack of effort with the promotion, honestly. Then you got the foot swap deal rewards. So all those SBCs are going to be used to get yourself a foot swap deal reward card. So something along those lines. Next up, we've got Team of the Year nominees and Team of the Season nominee, which is pretty big because we've never seen anything like this before. Team of the Year nominees makes me think, and this is just a theory, makes me think that EA are going to do their own Team of the Year, because what has happened in the last couple of years is, honestly, the Team of the Year has gone a bit downhill, given the fact that, one, FIFA Ballon d'Or is no longer the FIFA Ballon d'Or. It's only Ballon d'Or. Now it's FIFA the Best, all right? And it was much better when it was Ballon d'Or. Now that it's FIFA's the Best, it's actually quite terrible. I hate it. It seems pretty rigged. It seems pretty biased. It seems pretty inaccurate. I don't like it at all. And I think EA also recognized this a little bit, because I loved when Ballon d'Or was associated with FIFA. Now that Ballon d'Or isn't associated with FIFA, now it's just back to Ballon d'Or. It's not FIFA's Ballon d'Or. EA aren't going to have the rights to Ballon d'Or. So what they're probably going to do is, with Team of the Year, they're going to have the community vote on who they want to win Team of the Year. This could work out great. Or if it's like footies, it could work out terrible. Because if what they do is they have you do an SBC for the card that you want to vote for, it becomes flawed because people will just vote for the highest rated card logically so that they can use them in the SBCs in the future and save coins. They won't actually vote on the card that they want. So hopefully EA think this one through and it actually ends up being a great promotion. Very similar to Team of the Season nominee. They might do something very, very similar. Now, for Bundesliga last year in FIFA 18, what we actually saw was all of those Team of the Season cards for Bundesliga, they were all voted on by the community, which is why a lot of players that maybe didn't deserve it kind of got in there. Now, I will admit, Marco Reus and Michy Batshuayi had great seasons when they were healthy. I mean, Marco Reus came back from an ACL injury like no player has really ever done so before. Michy Batshuayi in his first 9-10 games with Dortmund before his injury, absolutely unbelievable. But when they're only playing 8 to 10 games, do they really deserve a Team of the Season? Probably not. And I think that's the only reason that they got in is because they were voted on by the community, because everybody loves Marco Reus and everybody loves Batshuayi. I mean, I'm a Dortmund fan. I love them, but I'm going to be honest. I don't think that they really deserve to get in, given the fact that, I mean, Batshuayi didn't even have more goals than Aubameyang, and Aubameyang left in December. So, yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting at here. It could go great or it could go terribly based off how EA go about this. Next up, we've got Ultimate Scream cards, making the Halloween promotion a lot of fun. Now, they did a different thing this year with Ultimate Scream cards. They took those cards and made them dynamic through the year and not just Halloween, which I think was a good idea. That kind of died out quickly because of the fact that really, there weren't enough Ultimate Scream cards on the market anymore because people would use those in SBCs every time they got upgraded. By the end of the year, there really weren't that many on the market, so they wouldn't fluctuate at all if they really got downgraded or upgraded to 88 or downgraded to 82. And then by the end of the year, you were like, screw it, we're going to give them all upgrades for the rest of the year. And so they really didn't think that went all the way through. I think there needs to be a little bit of an adjustment, but I like the idea and I like the way they're going about that, because in FIFA 17, Ultimate Scream cards were dead after Halloween for the rest of the year. But in FIFA 18, they tried to keep them alive for the rest of the year. I think there's another step that needs to be taken. I'm not exactly sure what, but I think they're on the right track for that. Squad Building Challenge cards. We've seen those. They're the light blue cards, and yeah, nothing new there. Foot Miss is back, and it's written again with Foot Birthday. Sorry about that. I wrote those twice. Ones to watch cards. We already know those are back, and they look awesome this year. The Journey 3. Nothing to really be excited about. I think it's probably just going to be that one reward card that you get, where you get Hunter's card at the end of completing the journey, and you get it in an Ultimate Team, and it's like 77 rated or something like that. So nothing to be too excited about. Premium Squad Building Challenges. We've seen those before. Award winner cards. It's like Player of the Month and Player of the Month Bundesliga, which confuses me. Is there going to be a different card this year for Player of the Month Bundesliga and Player of the Month Premier League, or an award winner is going to actually get something else? I'm not sure what they're going to do about that, but they are different cards in the database, so I don't know if the design's going to be like slightly changed just to make it more unique to the league, because maybe they don't want Player of the Month Bundesliga to have the exact same card as Player of the Month Premier League. Maybe they don't want people getting Player of the Month mixed up with the Player of the Year cards, stuff like that, because we don't see Player of the Year cards here, so that might fall under award winner, and then all the Player of the Month will get different cards. Next up, we've got a whole bunch of Europa League cards and Champions League cards. There's going to be a lot of new content coming our way with the Champions League, which is super, super cool, guys. They got the licensing from UEFA this year so that they can have all of this stuff in the game. Now, I'm not sure what they're going to do about this. I don't know if they're going to be in packs. I don't know if they're going to be SBCs, but we do have these different named cards in the game. We've got the Europa League Premium SBC. We've got the Europa League Man of the Match. We've got the Europa League Path to Glory, which is going to be awesome because that's another dynamic card like OTWs. We saw Path to Glory during the World Cup, and they made us a ton of coins. And then now we're going to see Path to Glory for not only Europa League, but also Champions League as well. We see Champions League Man of the Match, Champions League Common and Rare. We got Europa League Team of the Tournament, Champions League Team of the Tournament, Europa League Premium SBC, and Champions League Premium SBC. Actually, no Europa League. Yeah, actually, there is a Europa League Premium SBC. I thought there were both of them. So Europa League and Champions League Premium SBC, and then simply UEFA Europa League card at the very end. So those are all the cards that have been found in the database. So all of this information is very, very valuable for making coins. Now we know that there's not only going to be Player of the Month to invest in for Premier League, there's also going to be Bundesliga. We're also going to have to keep track of Goals of the Month. There's so much more content to look out for. This alone has really got me hyped up way more than anything else so far. There's so many more cards, looks like so many more SBCs, and so many more things to invest in, which are going to make us bank. So I'm super excited for this, guys. Once I have more information on the Player of the Month, Bundesliga, and Goals of the Month, I will drop an investment guide for them. But for now, what we really have is just an idea that there's gonna be a Goal of the Month WITSEL, a Goal of the Month Seri. Those might drop early in the game. So if you want to, I'd pick up maybe just the base cards, okay, of WITSEL and Seri. Those are always safe, okay? Pick up the base card of AXEL WITSEL, pick up the base card of Seri from Premier League in Fulham, and go ahead and just hold on to those a little bit. If you can get them for cheap enough, there's no risk really involved in that because they're going to rise anyway. And if they do end up getting a squad building challenge card, those base cards are pretty safe because they relate to most of the things that are required in the SBC. We've learned that from Player of the Month. Like if there's a Lucas SBC like there is going to be, you invest in that Lucas card alone because what if there's a Brazilian team? Lucas is Brazilian. What if there's a Tottenham team? Lucas is Tottenham. You know, stuff like that. So that's why they really work well. And sometimes even they just say, hey, submit a regular Lucas card into the SBC. And that's when you make the real money. So that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hopefully this helped you out. Hopefully you enjoyed. And hopefully you're as hyped as I am for FIFA 19 at this point, guys. Only a couple more days. 2 more days until the web app. 2 more days until the Trading to Glory series starts, guys. So this is the end of the video. It's quite a long video, maybe 17, 18 minutes long here. So if you guys made it to the end of the video, I just want you to comment down below Trading to Glory hype. That's all you got to do. Trading to Glory hype. I'm so ready to start this series, guys. Make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.